Yo, what it is, what it do, people. It's your boy Craze here, joined up my boy Lux. I know you guys missed us. No matter what you guys say, I know everybody here missed us. It's been a long time coming. I will say I do miss you all. So dear, I miss you. I know we sincerely miss you all. It's some tough times. I feel a little bit down. You guys all got the bad news. But before we go into that stuff, again, it's your boy Craze, accompanied by the magician himself, Lux.
And the magician.
Yeah, Lux. We're back with another episode of Link Up, episode number 7, titled "The Summer Clash." We'll get more into what that means, but for now, Lux, talk to him. Let him know what's going on.
All right, so coming up in the 3rd and 4th weekend of August, we have a tournament called the Gundam Evolution Summer Clash. It'll be August 19th and 20th, where we'll have the group stage, and we'll also have on the 26th and 27th will be the playoffs. It's a single round format round robin tournament for the group stage where everyone plays each other once, and then within the playoffs it'll be the top 3 from each group that will qualify for it. The first seed will get a first round bye, and we'll just go from there. And we're just looking forward to having fun with that.
So that was a short version of it. Just like you know, right now, there's a lot. If you're used to playing in events with group stages, then this shouldn't be any there shouldn't be any confusion about this. But for those who haven't, this is the first time experiencing this. Don't worry, we got you for this one. Despair, wait, and hope. I got pinged and ended up here. Really? Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. But before we get into the nitty gritty details, I want to give everybody the chance to show up. I know we haven't been live since about March, since our last event for the Pilot Academy before we went into the last chance qualifiers and the Gundam Evolution Showdown. Yeah, man, we are so out of practice, man. We missed it so much, and we have a lot of news for you guys and gals out there. First off, to kick it off, I don't want to go too fast. I don't want to go too fast, and I want to give people the chance to get in here. Shout out to Bliss for coming through like always. Number one on the spot, our moderator. Born and bred for the Tech Clan themselves. Thanks for swinging by today, and Despair, thanks for swinging by as well. Here's the deal. Ish 924 Gun Tank Woo. Oh man, we need to immortalize Gun Tank and that a glorious sticker. Please, if somebody wants to put the time in and wants to give us that glorious Gun Tank Woo emo, please, we will make sure that even if the game does not exist, we will immortalize that one piece of digital goodness. So, hey, throwing it out there. Anybody wants to do it, shoot it our way. If you already have it, give us the privilege of being able to have that. First things first. First things first. We with the news of GEVO getting its sunset date or end of service date being November 29th, but November 30th for us East Coasters. I gotta say, it sucks. Gas man, yeah, man. I gotta grow up. Fuck the facial hair. That shit don't mean nothing. It still hits me in the feels whenever I gotta remember that this game is coming to a close. November is real, man. It's part of the programming. They wanted to believe it.
Is this a Guniva podcast? This is a Guniva podcast, but it's also like a more Gundam podcast. But we'll also be using this podcast to expand on any other titles that we may be going into in the future as well.
Yeah, that's actually part of what I was going to talk about right now, but I didn't want to jump into it that fast. So, like I said before, with the imminent end of this game, we are, especially me. This has been a dream come true to be able to host events and grow within this community, specifically Gundam, and meet all you wonderful bastards out there. Gasman, just say what's up. You guys have a huge part in our hearts, and we feel like we don't want to let you guys down. We hope that all of our work was to your liking. I hope that you guys all had a great time. Hope you guys enjoyed the game and that we were able to, make the experience a whole lot better for every single one of them out there. We don't want to leave it at that point. This is why coming up in the next, actually, we already started doing the process already, but we have been going through a rebrand process, but a lot of you who have reached out to me through DMs. I've been telling you guys way into July. I already know there's an announcement coming through, but I had like 2% hope that they would have said, "Hey, you know what? We're not gonna cancel the game. We're gonna give you that 2%. Fuck it."
It's a leap year craze. There's no November. I guess I don't exist.
Yeah,
I guess I don't exist.
So we will be rebranding I am rebranding this specific. Oh, I'm rebranding the actual events, the event organizer, which is what the GNL started as and became the GBS, became specifically for Gundam Evolution. This is one of the branches of my personal business because when it comes to event organization, event coordination as a TO, we are going to archive everything we've done for GEVO from the GNL roots all the way up to the Breakout Series, all the way up to GBS. We're going to take all that stuff. You'll be able to catch everything, including the showdown videos. You will be able to catch that only on our YouTube channel. Not even the Bandai channel has that. So, if anybody wants to go check out the Gundam Evolution stream for those 2 days, feel free to go ahead and check out our channel. Go to youtube.com/breakout ES, which is what our new branding will be going forward for our events. We will now be known as Breakout Esports, Breakout ES. This is to further encompass, or take up a lot of other titles that we feel would be great for our current community and the upcoming people who are going to be jumping into whatever title it is that we get into. But we're going to do our best to try to find any game that would be one, competitive, two, good enough to showcase, meaning that it's got to have the actual possibility being able for us to be able to showcase the events via our Twitch channel. And third, something that everybody can just stay within the same ecosystem. I don't want to keep rebranding servers based on games. I want to be able to just include them in the game into the mix. There is a game that we have on our scope, actually more than one game actually. One specifically, we're looking at Armored Core 6. Before I called dibs on going shot to shot with Craze at the land event. I wish. I see if this game would have not had an end date, I did have plans and I already had something in place with Bandai for a land event, but unfortunately that's out the window. Yeah. So best thing we can hope for is a relaunch, new game. Hey, I have hopes for that too. People can say no, whatever the case might be. But you never know. They might. I've seen worse games get a relaunch. So hey, who knows? We just found out that Nickelodeon All Stars is getting a second launch for a part 2 today. So
It's a sequel.
A sequel to that game. So who says we can't get another version of Gundam Evolution?
Exactly.
Preyage, of course.
But yeah, Craze. Do we want to show them the format video now since we have time for people to get in there, or?
All right. One more thing. I'll let one more thing, and then we'll run the format video so we can get into the topic. I know they have a lot of questions. Like I said before, we will be rebranding as Breakout Esports. We're looking into Armored Core. We're looking into a fighting game series. It could be Tekken 8. It could be Multiverses if it comes back out again. Hopefully, it could be Street Fighter 6. I want to go back to my roots, which was in the FGC. That's where I started doing my TO stuff. I know that Chef is excited to convince me to get into that, but it's all up to you. So before we end the podcast today, we both want to ask you guys, where do you want to see us go? Where do you want to see us bring our talents to? Let us know later by the end of the stream or throughout the stream, whatever the case might be. Let us know a game that you believe would be competitive, a good investment for us to get into. It doesn't matter if it's small, whatever. It's at least as long as it has a good environment for us to work with. So shout out to the Crosshair guys or whoever been keeping it down while we've been away after the showdown. I don't know who's running that account, but hey, what's going on? Thanks for coming by. AC6 is going to be lit. It will have a 6-player lobby. Yeah, I did see that, a 6-player lobby, 3 spectator slots. Because of that, I did propose that over to Bandai Namco Esports. I will tell you right now, they do not have plans on making that esport. Saying it right now, if you guys are expecting it to be an esports, it will not go that route. Let you know right now. Oh, what's going on, Saint? So yeah, so before we get into the whole Summer Clash stuff, Lux, run that glorious format video and let everybody see what we got going on.
Sensational. Let's hit it.
We got 3 kills in a row with different G maneuvers. That's going to be a full team wipe. Can anybody get on points? Is the reverse sweep going to happen? Devotion going down. Nobody's left, and the reverse sweep is completed.
Welcome to the Gundam Evolution Summer Clash. 20 teams from North America, Europe, Asia Pacific, and South America will battle it out across 4 action-packed days for the title of Gundam Evolution Summer Clash Champion. 10 invited teams and 10 registered teams will fight across 2 stages, the group stage and the playoffs. Starting with the group stage, teams will be split into 2 groups and fight through a best-of-1 single round robin bracket. At the end of the group stage, the top 3 teams from each group will qualify for a double elimination playoff bracket, with the 1 seed from both groups securing a first round bye. Each match within the playoffs will be a best-of-3 format leading up to the grand final. The grand final will be a best of 5, with the upper bracket finalists being granted an advantage in the map ban phase. For the Summer Clash, we have updated a map ban system. Teams will pick and ban between 9 maps to determine where the battle will commence. The maps that will be in rotation for the Summer Clash are Canyon Base, Colony Trading Post, Harbor City, Lunar Comm Station, Ministry of Defense, Missile Base, Mountain R&D Lab, Thermal Plant, and Underground Command Center. Which team will break the ranks and become the 2023 Summer Clash champion? Suit up and sortie, pilots. It's time to earn your stripes.
Bro, we did this. We were here first. Just when I know we did this. All right. I had to do that for my boy Cyber right there. Hey, so there you guys go. That is our format video for the Gundam Evolution Summer Clash. Will be coming up pretty soon and within a month. For the last 2 weekends of August. We have the weekend of August 19th and 20th, and then August 26th and 27th. The first week will be the first weekend will be our group stage. We have 10 slots, which will be for eight teams that were participating in the Gundam Evolution Showdown, and then 2 invited slots for some of our. As you might have noticed, we will be having some participation from the Japanese, Asia Pacific area. So the Triple GP teams that have shown interest will be getting invited into our events. Now, this will be the first time that the Triple GP teams and the GNL/GBS teams will come to battle on something on a level playing field, if you could call it of sorts. So this is actually something I've been thinking about doing we've been thinking about doing it for quite a while. So I hope that you guys are excited to do this. Okay. This will be this is everybody's chance to be able to showcase what they got. And for the older teams, the more veteran teams that have been doing this since the very beginning back in October 1st, and that wanted a shot at the Japanese, well, outside of rank, this is your chance. Get your teams in there, come through. I've already gotten retweets from a couple teams that include Headhunter, Eat the Pad, and to some people, this name will sting a bit. I've gotten teams like VCY's team who have shown interest in coming to show out what they got in this. I know some people out there have a very spicy, past with this person, but I think that you guys are all gunning to get them on the grand stage and show them like who's boss, right? So, like I said before, the first weekend will be the group stage portion. We will be after the first 10 invited teams, we'll be slotting people based on their signups. So if you guys want to participate, make sure you go in right now. As of yesterday, yesterday morning at 10 a.m., the registration has been open. So if you haven't signed up yet, go in there and get your slots. We're limiting the participation to 20 teams. So if you really think you guys will have what it takes, or you want a shot at the West, this is your chance. We have something that we've been planning for quite a while that we might be doing after the Summer Clash. But depending on how the Summer Clash does and how the participation is and how you guys love the event, then we'll give a pretty cool announcement right after, okay? So for now,
just
Lux,
so you guys know, and I was just going to say, we also have 7 slots left open. So you guys need to get in there and get your signups. If you guys want to participate, get your teams ready, get your squads ready. We're going to sort you out. We're going to go hard. We're going to have a great event.
Oh, and by the way, guys, that's not Cyber. That's me. The little ones on little section, your PV 80% of the match, and me and the V were speed running to that part of Invade. They can't. Oh man, these guys are talking about Exo Prime already. So people, if you guys haven't signed up already, please go ahead and sign up as soon as possible. To the teams that participated in the Gundam Evolution Showdown, those 8 teams that went in, you guys have your slots already in there. I would just love for you guys to please go in there, just put a placeholder, get your teams already signed up. That way I know who's still here. I know some teams have left the scene who decided to not play anymore. So if there's any team out there who no longer plays that had a slot in the showdown, please do me the courtesy of letting us know so we can go ahead and just push up the next in line up to your slot, and then we can get some more teams into the mix. But yeah, so we have a limit of 20 teams. There's a reason why for that. It's a lot of games you will be playing. That best of one round robin will be insane. If you guys ever wanted to play some Gundam Evolution, I'm telling you now, this will be your time. Now to jump into one little detail, not everybody the teams are not going to play both days. Depending on where or what group they fall into based on their seeding, that will determine when you'll play. So Group A will be playing on Saturday, and Group B will be playing on Sunday. Go ahead, Lux.
Yeah. We have a question here asking, do we know which teams are going to participate? So we have 10 invited teams. We have Mafty, Astakashia, Camille. We have Team Fusion. We have Goo Gang, Satoris, the main roster, Twisted Sin, and Skill Issue, who are our top 8 teams from the Gundam Showdown. And then we have our 2 invited teams from Asia Pacific. That'll be OTP and Headhunters team when we get notification from them.
So right now, I do know, I'm well aware that Goo Gang is no longer active, and they disbanded the team, decided to just move on from the game. No, good luck in your future endeavors. I hope to see you guys in the next game that we host. So that means that whoever comes after Goo Gang in the lineup will be taking their spot in the seating. Currently signed up, we have Satoris Esports, Gundam 7 Stars, Portland Burnsiders, Aztecasia, which is used to be previously known as Second Wind. We have Ictapass Team OTP Second. We have Twisted Sin, and now we just got somebody that came in as the Meowing Cats. Who the hell is this? Oh, this is this is Michael's team. Okay, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and just accept you guys in here. God damn, Meowing Cats. I know I've seen that somewhere.
Skill Issue.
Yeah, I remember I heard it before. I just didn't remember. All right, let me go ahead and just and you guys are officially in. There you guys go.
So we currently have 5 invited teams signed up right now.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. Twisted Sin OTP, Aztecasia, and then I'm assuming it was Satoris and Skill Issue?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool Cheese Influence. Yeah, you know what? Hey, shout out to Cool Cheese. Pretty cool streamer. I actually got to meet him when I was going around doing my rounds on the Gundam Evolution streamers. Fucking cracked aim. Holy shit. I was so entertained with watching him play. So, so depending on what seeding you fall into, it will determine what group you're in. So make it easy. Anybody who is an even number seed will be falling into Group A. Anybody who's an odd number, Group A is even numbers or Group B?
Group A is odd.
Group A is odd. Okay.
Even numbers is weird.
Okay. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, odd numbers will be on Saturday. They won't have to play on Sunday. And then Group B will come in with even numbers, and then close it out, and then we'll be back for playoff weekend the weekend after, which will include the top 6 teams, basically the top 3 teams from either group. So those 6 teams will be moving on to the playoff weekend, and we'll determine who the Summer Clash champion will be on Sunday evening or Sunday morning if it's a Japanese team. Anything want to add, Lux?
I think I don't.
No. Just we got people here already. We got people here already calling out winners.
If you're curious what the map pool is, it's Canyon Base, Colony Trading Post, Harbor City, Lunar Comm Station, Ministry of Defense, Missile Base, Mountain R&D Lab, Thermal Plant, and Underground Command Center.
Now, is there anybody out there who might have any questions or anything that we haven't said either in the town hall, in today's stream, or that wasn't explained thoroughly in the rule sets for the event? If you played in our events, we're pretty straightforward. Nothing has changed with the exception of the format, and then adding in a couple of maps here and there. The one question I did get from one of the players is that we will be getting a patch update in the week between events. And what we planning on doing with that? Nothing. The patch comes in, you adapt to the patch, you come in that weekend. Everybody will be in the same playing field when it comes to that thing. Nobody's going to get early access to it. So, for this event, we're not getting any new maps either. So it's just going to be the patch. So good luck to everybody who's going to participate. Again, we will be limiting the participation to 20 teams only. You will be playing You will be playing basically. If you guys don't know what a round robin best of one is basically you will be playing one game against every team within your group. So take account into that. 10 teams within your group. You play every single team once, and the top 3 teams from that group will move on to the playoff weekend, the upcoming weekend. So, any questions out there, people? Any questions? We want to make sure that everybody's clear. Anything about the signups? Any confusion?
Mafty's probably going to take it. I mean, we'll see. We have a lot of teams actually that have been going really hard in practice. You never know.
Some teams that haven't even been playing whatsoever, they're just going to come into play just for the event. Other teams that have not stopped grinding.
No, one match in the group stage is a best of one.
Basically, you have 9 other teams within your group. You're playing every team once.
No, he's talking about the map. He's talking about the map count. Like,
oh, the map.
Yeah, you're playing one map per match.
Mm-hmm. The best of 3, the best of 5, that gets applied in the playoff weekend. So when we go into the playoff weekend, just like our other events, everything will be best of 3 up until the last finals of the final matchup, the grand finals, which will be best of 5. And while people go ahead and start taking out their questions and writing them down, I'll throw it out there to you guys. After Gundam Evolution closes its doors, November 30th, or whatever time it is, East Coast, what game is going to be taking you guys over? Where will you be heading? Where will you be taking your talents to? I'm genuinely curious to see where everybody's going to be heading to. Who knows? We might be going the same route, and you most likely will be seeing us, doing our thing when it comes to the events. Definitely not doing Roblox. No Fortnite. No Overwatch. None of the big ones. Those big ones are already closed out to all of us. Balloons? Man. Man, we consider a lot of things out there. AC6. Yeah. That is one of our upcoming titles. Coincidentally, our playoff weekend is exactly the same. Is the day after the full release of AC6. So that weekend of the 26th, that's when AC6 comes out. So right after we finish our events for the night, I'm going right.
It comes out the night before, actually.
The night before. Well, we're going.
Yeah, it's the 25th.
So whenever we're not working on Gundam stuff, we're inside AC6 already looking into everything. So if AC6 is on your radar and you're looking at that possible 6v6 action, you can count on us to bring our stuff over. I've already gotten the green light from the publisher to bring our stuff over. They are excited to see what we can do for them, or what we can do for the title, and that's a huge community in its own. So we'll be seeing a lot of new faces coming into our server.
Now, real question, Craze. They said that there was rumored that it is 6-player lobbies. Would that mean 3v3 or 6v6? That's my question, because I'm not sure if we've clarified on what that is specifically.
Nobody really knows yet. Even with the I mean, I've seen like 10 videos the last 2 days from the people that got invited to BNEA to go test drive the game, and everybody asked the questions, but all those fuckers were all the same. They're all solo players. They don't care about the multiplayer or co-op or none of that shit. They didn't care about that. So none of them asked. Nobody asked the questions that I would have been interested in, finding out about. The only thing that we have to go off of is the leak of the cover art, which I said the back art, where it said that you can play up to 6 people online, online, which would fall under what you just said, which it might be 6-player lobbies and a 3v3 action.
Yeah,
So
I'm thinking it's 3v3 because in the gameplay preview we saw, like for the story, when you're on a team with your allies, it's mostly just like you and 2 other AIs within the story. So I'm thinking it might be 3v3.
Now, everybody out there who's played the prior AC games, because those are the ones who would have a better idea of what they can handle. Because if it's 3v3, it's even better. We have people that are running teams of 8 right now. Split those up. We'll have way more teams participating in events like this. And the last thing I did hear, for those people who are more of on the aim side, I love their aim labs. I did hear that there is an option for you to go manual mode, so you can actually aim and don't have to use like that auto aim feature. There's a PvP match floating around on Twitter. Really? Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. If you have it, shoot it my way. You guys already know at ItsCrazeFTW on Twitter. Sorry, on X. Can't believe I'm saying that now. Let's see. Armored Core. So long as we avoid a pay-to-win situation in that game, there's definitely an opportunity for a comp scene. So if you guys saw the gameplay, you'll notice something. There's not really a pay-to-win feature. You basically buy the parts you want, and the cool thing about it is, if you didn't like it, you can literally sell it back and get the full 100%. So there's all the parts are accessible to everybody. The game is going to be more as can you unlock it, because there is a grind in that game based on what I saw in the shop for you. Like not there's no in-game shop, but the shop you have for you to buy the actual parts for your mech, for your hounds. There's a subsection of it where you do arena missions where you can unlock additional think of it like perks for your mech to like add on, like you can carry like double missile pods and thing. So basically it expands the creativity when it comes to you making custom things. So yeah, there's no real aspect that from what I've seen so far and what they've said that. So fingers crossed it won't go past that, but yeah, I can see that being a thing. Now it'll be more like everybody's gonna be running the same exact bullshit, because everybody's gonna be like, oh yeah, this guy runs this, and same build for everybody.
If anything, I think it's gonna be like just cosmetics, like that. If there's anything you pay for.
Oh no, not even. That's one thing that these guys did well. You don't, unlike other games where you have to buy cosmetics like a color scheme for your thing. The customization in the game is so vast. You could do a lot to your mech, like color schemes and all paint jobs with no cost.
Yeah. So what I mean by that is like you can buy like different, like for example, like you can buy different like models for, like, for example, your hounds or your mech, whatever you want. I don't know what it's called, but you can buy like different models for like a specific mech. What you have, you can potentially maybe like get different like paint jobs. Like I know you can customize the paint job already, but like you might be like get custom skins and stuff like that. For example, like paint jobs that you can get for each mech. That's what I'm thinking. Like, because that's what we it's like reskins and recolors for like Apex Legends and stuff like that. And
now, Michael, in regards to that, I wouldn't be worried about that, because if you're competing in a game, you're playing the game consistently. So if you're playing the game, you're gonna do all those unlockables. Now we're planning on jumping into a game to complete the game and just play like a Call of Duty style. Like, no, we're not. That's not it. Like, you're gonna have to actually grind the game out as much as possible. So get those dollars out and pay those runners for you guys if you guys aren't gonna play the game. But for the ones who will be grinding it, yep. Yeah, the customization is actually pretty insane. So I'm excited to see what comes out of this. Again, we're still waiting to see what the official word is on what the competitive aspect of it is. Sometimes not every game is made to be competitive, but this is showing signs that it is catering to that. It has that portion for you for yourself. Shit, even Elden Ring has a competitive side to it.
Bro, I'm gonna
So
be, yeah, I'm gonna be real. If I was looking back like Armored Core 1 and 2 gameplay, and I was looking at the customization. I hope they have the option where if you want to see all the stats for each part that you can, because like all the stats that they showed us there in their menu, like that's just like the most important parts, like effects of it. So because there's also subcategories for stats for each part. So I'm hoping that they had the option for all like the old Armored Core fans, and like especially me because I love seeing numbers like that. I hope they have that part, so if we want to see what else it affects, we can also see that.
and for us lazy ones, if you remember in other games, for the racing aficionados like myself that play Need for Speed, you know how we have the online portion where people put the designs up, and you can just download the designs that people created. There's that aspect as well I was about to say Assassin's Creed. That aspect is also for Armored Core where people actually will be able to post up their builds for people to download. So you can actually get, if you see a build you like, you can actually go find it and download the actual like specs of it and get exactly what you need. As long as you have the parts unlocked, that's pretty much that's a given. There's a lot of good reviews out there. I think the best one I've seen so far. Let me see if I can try to find that one. But let me see. I gotta look into my where is it? My history. This guy actually did a great job. Actually, I'll highly recommend his. Actually, that was in their account. Give me 1 second. Lux, take over. I'll find this.
This man's going to take over. What are we talking about?
Let's see. Damn, where is this? Where is this video at? I'm looking at the.
Oh yeah, I can go back. I'm gonna go ahead and go back into the Summer Clash actually. Yeah, so we actually do have some updates to our rules. So for timeouts, for our stream matches, right? The players no longer call the timeouts. It is now the admins in the game that will call the timeout for the stream matches, just so like it allows us to coordinate better with the production crew. Um, for example, like we have two different types of timeouts as well. We have technical timeouts, and then we have player timeouts. Technical timeouts are for example, if like one of your pieces of hardware, like your mouse or keyboard, like malfunction, you disconnect from the game. If you want to, if at first, for example, if a disconnect happens, the admin will automatically call a timeout for you. There's no time limit on the technical timeout. If you do have a technical problem and you need to call a timeout, just say technical timeout in the chat. The admin will call that timeout for you. For player called timeouts, you can call a timeout. You have one timeout per map, so each team has one timeout per map, and they can call that whenever they want. The only rule we have for that is you cannot call that during a team fight. You can only call it after the team fight happens. So you'll just call for a timeout in the chat. Our admin will react and call a timeout as soon as the team fight ends for that as well. It'll last 1 minute. It'll be it'll be the full duration, and the admin will end both timeouts. The players won't be able to end the timeout when a timeout they won't be able to end the timeout. Essentially, the admins will take control of that. What's up, Silver?
All right, guys. I see. No. I posted a video I was talking about that one there. If anyone wants to look into a little more about Armored Core 6, I would highly recommend Iron Pineapple's video. Amazing, very thorough. The guy really breaks it down. He makes you he'll get you very excited for that. I've seen Factual Life. I've seen a whole bunch of other ones there, but this is just for future reference because I know that's where we're kind of heading in the future. But yeah, really pay attention to the stuff that that just announced. Especially those technical timeouts. Those are very important. Just make sure you guys understand what tools you have available to you to use. That way you can take full advantage of, make sure you guys have a good, a decent, a good, a good time. Okay.
Yeah, this is after the Chumchar. He's hanging on microphone.
Best one out there.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Mm-hmm.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna make it. I was just saying full name is acrobatics.
Well, for regards to the future stuff there, again, any questions, you guys know how to reach us. We renamed the server to Breakout Esports. You guys should have know seen the changes already in our Discord server. Feel free to go ahead and just reach out to myself, to Lux, if you have any questions about the event. If there's any situations with signing up, reach out to me. Anything format related, reach out to Lux. Um, I've been helping out some people already with the registrations. Everything looks clear at this moment. The only change I will be making, the only adjustments I will be making is when we have all of our teams already signed up. I will be putting the seeds up and make sure everybody knows exactly where they land.
One
Outside,
more
mhm.
update I want to give for rules. One thing we did add, since this is going to be an international event that's going to be online. Basically, the rule we added is if you're an Asia Pacific team, you're at a higher seeded team, right? So if you're the higher seed in the tournament, you'll be playing on Japan servers for map one, right? And it's basically alternating. So map one you play on Japan servers, map two you play on North America, and then map three is Japan again, and so forth. So it's basically alternating. If you're North American, South American, or Europe, you'll be playing on North American servers for map one, and then it's the same. It's basically vice versa for that. Now the teams, if you don't want to go through the hassle and you're fine with it, the teams are permitted to play on one specific server for the entire duration of the matchup, if both teams agree to do it. And you'll also have to have this confirmed by GBS staff before map one. So you have to notify us that both teams will be fine with that.
Hey Naz, what's going on? Oh, one more thing. This is only important to the second weekend for playoff weekend. Every game in playoff weekend will be streamed. Every single game, meaning that the pauses for some teams in between will be a little bit long. I won't say too long, but every team will be streamed. We are going to try to get as much coverage on every match that we can to archive as much content for this game. Like this, it doesn't go far for me to say that we love this game. You know, good or bad things have happened, but um, we want to get as much stuff out there for you guys. I know you guys love seeing yourself play. I know you guys love seeing your team go at it. I know how much not having the Gundam Showdown stream was to you guys, how fucked up it was. For this, we're gonna give as much content as you guys can for you guys to take for yourselves, use for your own content, to clip yourself, and all that good stuff. But every team, those top six teams that will be going into the playoffs, every single one of them, those matches will be streamed. So get ready for some good quality content coming out from us. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
it's essentially like if you go to a LAN event or offline event, first, as some people call it. Every match is on the schedule, so just be ready, be warmed up, and ready to go for when your time comes. We'll have a
hypo-
go ahead.
no. Sorry, I read something out loud. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, just we'll have a schedule for when each team plays when come playoff weekends, so you guys will know when you guys will be playing that weekend.
So, Lux, this question goes to you actually. If we just talked about the technical timeouts,
Mm-hmm.
hypothetically, and this is of course a reenactment of the infamous Ender situation. Hypothetically, if a player has the graphics card blow up, boom, with the cat included, after their team had won the round convincingly, would you restart the map, or would you give their opponents a charity map? End quote.
All right. So generally within our rule sets, if if a player disconnects and they cannot reconnect, we generally keep the match going. So it would in that situation be a 5v6. That's a rule we've had since for example since we've started the GENL, now the GBS, and now coming Breakout Esports. That's a rule we've had since the start. We do give a chance for the player to reconnect. Um, but generally that's the rule we have. If it's the first round, if both teams agree to, agree to restart. I haven't talked to Craze about this, but if you want to discuss this now, Craze. If both teams agree after the first round to restart the map, would you allow that to happen? I would say this is after round one. After round two, I think if it's like a round three, for example, Mountain RG, we go to round three. I think we finish the map if it happens, like for example round two. But if it's the very first round and both teams agree, do you want to restart the match?
So just like last time, these are all judgment calls. These are all conditioned on how far into the game it is. The game, if you, like in that case with Omni, Enders dropped way into the map. He was way into the round already. So at that point, when he dropped, we were giving them the technical timeout to find out what the fuck happened. Because even their teams won't know what happened. If his computer went down, they'll lose communication. So those technical timeouts come in, we can stop the game. We can stop the game at that point to find out what actually happened. Now, after that, we can't come back. The game continues the way it is. We finish the round, and then we'll adjust going on to the next one. You have to get somebody subbed in, then we'll do that. Now, I don't want to go ahead and give the opportunity for to have these open situations. No, but we can just restart. It works both ways. If it was at the very beginning of the match, yeah, we can restart it. No problem. We know what's going on. We can start. But if you're way past the first round, going into halfway through the map already, almost going into like, what is it? How many minutes left before by the time you get to like the second point? Like what map was it that they lost? They didn't lose.
It was Canyon Base. I'm pretty sure
Canyon Base. Lost. If you're 5 minutes, if you're like 3, 4, 5 minutes already into the match already, that point you'll have to keep on playing. With that man down. Fortunately, these are unforeseen circumstances that you can't count on. These are these crazy situations. But yeah, if it's too deep into the game, you guys finish off.
Yeah, so that's the rule we have in place right now. What I was asking Craze is, as a suggestion is, if for the very first round, after the first round ends, right? If both teams agree, they can restart the map. That was my suggestion.
Which honestly speaking, they're not going to agree to it. They're not. Let's be honest. They're not going to agree to it. If they win the map, they're not going to do it. But if they do, bro, I'm telling you, I know where you're going with this, and I'm gonna throw that on.
I'm saying what it like the Omni situation is. Omni was up 2-0 for Canyon Base, and then Enders dropped. That's what I was trying to ask.
So, you think the Omni is gonna agree to restart that round?
Well, Omni's the one who lost their player.
Exactly, but they still won though. So if they lost and the other team won, do you really think the other team's gonna say, "Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll restart the match. We feel bad for you"? They're not gonna agree to that. Let's be honest. They're not gonna agree to it. If they do agree to it, you give them the option, they do it, then I'll consider it and we'll reopen the case and we'll do it. But in the honest scenario, Nev, do you know this? If this team beats you, they're not gonna give you another chance to come back from that. Let's be honest, they're not going to do it. That's why the rule has to be how far into the round did the person drop. If it's more than halfway through the game, we have to keep playing with the 5v6. If it's prior to the midway to the game, then we can say we'll restart the round.
Well, the rules we have in place right now, I believe, is if it's after the first minute of the game, then we continue the current rule. It's not just like.
Damn, Nev, that was a slight jab there with that properly run tournament comment. That's crazy. But because I would have embarrassed on the round and then won the map because I would have preferred the restart because I would have been frustrated and embarrassed. Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing in like an because I'm more of a Overwatch guy. I've seen in the LAN event, somebody dropped like that in a LAN event. Yeah, I've never seen something like that.
Yeah, so for example, Rainbow Six, they restarted after they. Well, actually, no. So what happened is Rainbow Six. It was like I think it was like 5-3, and then the other team won. Like the team that was down won the round, but the person dropped early into the round or dropped like halfway through the round actually. So even though the team that had the that was like down 2 points on the map score, won that round, they restarted the entire round. So they ran that back. They ran that round back. So I know that's something that happened there.
Yeah, That's what I'm saying. Like it depends on how far deep into the round it was. So they told
Yeah,
me,
so that's what I was trying to say. So like for round one, right? Because the map score is not a round for us, Craze. A round is like one side for us. That's what I was trying to say. If it's round one, do we want to allow them the chance to restart the restart? That's what I was trying to ask. Because that would be like what, 5 minutes into a map total, or 5 to 7
yeah,
minutes.
halfway, about 5 minutes into the map. If it falls to that, yeah, they can agree to that. If it's beginning, yeah, they can agree to that. But too far into it,
I would say
not
like
gonna.
round two. I would say round two.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not. It's not what I'm not worried about what the team will say. I'm saying you want to give them a chance to like do that. That's what I'm saying. It's not a matter of whether the other team will or will not. It's a matter of, do we want to allow that to be part of the rules for our tournament?
Like I said before, give them the option.
Mm-hmm.
We can give them the option to ask that question.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion, I know they're not going to go for it, but you give them the option and go from there. But that's still not going to give. I know that's not going to give Nep what he wants.
That is what Nept wants, because Nep's team was the one that dropped from the tournament.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's not going to give him what it wants. A clear cut thing is if it's too far into the actual round, that's where we give him a technical timeout. We figure out what's going on, and we go from there. You want to give him the option, we can give him the option. But the team that says if the team wins that round and they hold Omni back, they really think that they're not going to want to run it back. But we'll give them the option. Let's see what they have to say. But the rule is this. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with this one. The rule is, how far are you into the round? You're more than halfway into the round. I'll write this down so you guys can have it. There is a certain time within the round. If it passes that, we are not restarting the round. I'll give you guys an update on the exact timing. I will give you it.
We already have that rule set in place. It's 1 minute. I'm just saying, after the first round, do we want to give them that chance? Like, I'm not talking about like in round two. I'm saying like if it happens during round two, we don't allow it. But if it's like at the end of the first round and it happens like within the first round time period and they drop, do we want to allow them to do that?
We're doing the technical timeout.
Okay.
Right, during the technical timeout. Both captains get, we can get them into a room, let them know what's going on, and decide.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Nept. Now, did you get that? I want to make sure that at least that's clear on that one. So, did you get that? If somebody drops from a team, something like that ever happens again, like you said before, we call technical timeouts. Whenever you report it, we'll do a technical timeout. We'll find out what happened, and then let you guys decide if you guys want to restart it. Yeah, you'll get the option there. As long as because I know how long did it take you last time to find out what happened to Enders, because his whole thing went down. I think he had to call you to let you know what happened last time. As long as you have the actual case, then yeah. I just wouldn't want somebody to use this situation to say, "Oh shit, we're about to lose." But do one of those old school Xbox Call of Duty lobby tricks. Pull out the Ethernet cord. Oh shit, lost connection. Bop. Minus 5 minutes. He called it quickly. Bro, that technical timeout is less than what? How many seconds is the technical timeout?
There's no limit to the technical timeout.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll set that in stone later on. We want to make sure that we get that. We'll have that before the end of the month. We'll have to put into the rule sets. We'll add more about the technical timeout and the option to decide, because the timing portion is already in there. But we'll add the second part to it. All right, so this is gonna be a more of. I want to hear your opinion on this one, and Net, because this is why I was trying to get together with the team leaders. A lot of you guys showed this interest to let certain people from JP participate because of prior situations. Make this public, because I'm not trying to hide anything behind closed doors or nothing. what I always speak to. I like to have the community also give their their part into this, so I can consider what I'm going to decide to do. Um, there's a specific person that is planning on participating from JP. Let me see something. Yeah, he from what I've heard, yeah, he has that reputation. Now, if that'll reflect within his participation, no. If he wants to come in here, he wants to participate, then he'll get the shot. But interacting, this and that, this whole community stuff, they're not. They can barely even talk to you guys in English most of the time. But I just wanted to let you guys know what's like right now. What's going on so far? We have three Eastern teams coming in: Pass team, Headhunters team, and VCYs. VCY hasn't signed up yet, but he already posted that even his players that they will be participating in this. So I know a lot of our guys, they don't care. You guys just want to participate. You guys want to come in and kick ass. And I know that Omni specifically has expressed to me that what they want is to show people that they're the best, and they're gonna do it by beating the best or whoever says they're the best. So on my part, as a spectator, as a competitor, I see this as an opportunity for you guys to get the shot that you would have never had unless we had like an official event to get these guys in one room and compete against you guys, all gun ho. Yes, Tony, he is. So that's why I was asking the team leaders the other day to see who was still planning on playing, because I wanted to get you guys into a room and let you guys know what's going on. Because I did mention this in the town hall, and the majority said that they really didn't care. So I wanted to just recap on that, because now when things actually happen, then this is when the reality kicks in. Maybe people don't really feel the way that they felt when they actually said that they didn't care. So I wanted to just double down and double check with you guys and see how you guys felt about that. So if you guys ever wanted to get a chance outside of rank to get your hands on these people, this is your shot. Damn, I really want to tell them about about what we have planned, what we have planned for later on during the year.
Keep it on the low. Not yet. Not yet.
You know what? If you guys really want to know what we're planning outside of other games, I highly recommend you guys bring your A game, get those teams signed up, come full send. All this stuff, and funny enough, Bandai has reached out to me asking me if I had anything planned for GEVO. The moment I already knew about the announcement, I'm sorry guys, I already knew about the announcement. I really did hope that they would change their mind. But they did reach out and they were asking if I had anything planned for you guys for the rest of the year. I told them, yeah, we have this plan now for Summer Clash. And we have one more thing going on that we want to do. But depending on how Summer Clash does, it will determine if I move forward with that next event. You guys already know the events we've run before. I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit tease, a little bit of a tease. We've done something in the past with the goal in mind of doing something way bigger. So this event, Summer Clash, is the first time you guys have seen a global event. Okay, we've had friends, that come into just shits and giggles and other times, but officially, this is the first time that the national event is being ran with like everybody across the board is invited. So this is being showcased to Bandai. They just want to see. Like, I know you guys don't give a damn about them. You guys, and I don't blame you. I don't really blame you for feeling that way. But I personally want to show them what they're missing out on. What their decision is, for me, was an error. They should have given us another chance. We didn't get the best from them, so no, we don't need a lot of participation. Not necessarily. What I want from this is I just want quality. I don't care about having 50. Having a whole bunch of teams. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. What I want is quality. And I know my guys from the West, we got that. We got that. What I want is everybody to come bring their A game and show the Triple GP what we already know. I can't be biased in this. I shouldn't be biased. But you guys have to remember, like, this is I gotta say, this is my baby. This is our baby. We've grown this. And we've had this this sibling rivalry between the GNL and the Triple GP. I want to do a deep dive into that. I want to show them the competition that they could have had if they would have continued on with this game. And one day, if they would have done a land event, I wanted to show them the quality that I could have sent them from the West to compete against their guys over there. They believe that they're better than us in this game. Well, rank shows otherwise. Well, now, if rank doesn't really matter, it doesn't really showcase anything that you guys are good, well, you know what? Then let's show them with a little event here. Let's put everybody in the situation. They've had the advantage and ranked all this time. Well, let's put them into let's bring them into our world. And again, what I want to do after this should be self-explanatory. My only qualm is that it semi-legitimizes his racist BS. What do you mean legitimizes? We already know his racist BS already. We've already seen that. I've seen you guys already report that. Everybody knows already. But him participating in this doesn't give him like any victories that he got around the system. It doesn't make anything like that because all he's doing is coming to play. Yo, Wheat, what's going on, man? I'm glad to see you around, man. Thanks for coming through. Shout out to my virus family. Shout out to my virus core family, man. I appreciate you coming through. We need a lot of participation. Best of the West. It was great. I'm happy you guys enjoyed Best of the West. That was our marquee event. To this day, we hold the best record for a Gundam Evo event through our Best of the West event. Aiden Cash, who's a racist? Nah, we're not gonna get in that. Come on, we don't get into that. It's just that unfortunately, the relationship between the West and the East has not been a very good one because of the situation with our participation in the rank scene and being in their server. Some people just don't like some foreigners. But I will not put every JP player in that bubble. Iktapad and his crew have been all but respectful. Headhunter has made a lot of friends within the scene. And God knows we all love Toto 1010. Which, by the way, Toto is part of the staff for this. So we are working with Toto so that she can be able to do her own broadcast of the event. So we will also have a Japanese broadcast of Summer Clash as well. Well, I'm definitely not putting every J player in a bubble or even anything resembling the majority. Oh, no, I'm not saying you are. It's like something I just got to say. Because I've already heard people in the Reddit cord talking this echo chamber mentality about how JP is this, JP is that. Like, no, that's not really it. Some people are fucked up. One bad apple, I know it could damage a lot of people, but yeah, no. VCY wants to, you guys can clip this and record this. He wants to come in. He already reached out. He wants to participate. He is more than welcome to play. If I see anything at all where he comes in and uses the game chat to do any racial remarks, I'm kicking him out on the spot. I do not tolerate that. I will never tolerate that. Right out the door. If he wants to come in and play, he can come in and play. Be respectful. But this also goes to my guys. Everybody from our side, leave the toxicity. Do not fall into the temptation. Do not let them get into your skin and make you say something you will regret. Because forget about getting kicked out of a tourney. That's not it. The last thing you want to do is get caught saying some stupid shit. People clip you, and they will go at you completely on X now. You want to call X Twitter. So please just don't fall. Don't feed into that. Remember, I am feeding this stuff over to Banner directly. I will continue to show them how amazing every single one of my players are, my teams are. Like, you guys deserve the very best. We will continue to keep showcasing how amazing all of you are. And Just do not let these guys get under your skin. Don't let them do it. There's something he's muted for the tournament. Well, mute him. I mean, I can mute, and I'm fine with it because I don't think anyone wants to hear him, bro. He's not gonna talk in English that much. Don't worry about it.
And we also can't turn off. We also can't turn off chat.
Yeah, we can't mute him. We're not gonna do the mic'd up session with him anyway. So don't worry about it. BHR Penguin sounds like tournament drama. Can't relate. No, there's no drama. There's no drama. Honestly, the only drama that happens in here is when people come after me, and it is what it is. I don't give a fuck about that. As long as my guys are having a good time, I'm happy. This whole thing with is more about player drama than anything else. It's more like regional stuff. Like our guys are going to JP, killing it, having a good time, and some people out there don't really like people coming into their to their territory to drop them. Well, other than that, we good. We Gucci. We good. So I can't wait until August 19th. See these 20 teams go at it. See the top 6 teams come out of that weekend to go into playoff weekend. Can't wait for August 25th to check out Armored Core 6. Then the 26th, we come in to see the first rounds of our top 6 playoff weekend. Yes, this is for PC. All of our events have been PC only. Unfortunately, console just didn't have anything available for us to even do anything until the very end. I don't even know if they even have anything ready to go for on the console side.
I think they added custom games late.
They added them super late for them. It was too late for that. Actually, my bad friend asked me to check this out. Oh yeah. Like our goal was to always showcase Gun Evo on the grandest stage. That was possible. I hope that we've been able to do so. You know, before we were solo dolo, just GNL, and then when we went into partnership with Bandai, and then after everything ended, this is our comeback since our last event, and I hope that this isn't the last event that we host. There is one more that we want to do, specifically around the November timeframe. But depending on how things go, it will determine if we even do that last event. Let me see. Console recently had a tourney, but it was small. I don't even know who hosted it. Honestly, I'm sorry. This is no jabs, no shade, no nothing. I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything about console whatsoever. And I've been keeping my eyes peeled for some things, but I haven't seen anything. I think the only company that I know of on the console scene that does a lot of stuff is CGL. And I worked at CGL, like a collaboration with them when I used to host Overwatch tourneys. So I thought they would be the ones to do it, but I don't think they picked it up. Unless there was another. It was Reaper, one of our staff. Yeah, I haven't heard. I'm sorry. If you have anything visual, like a video or any content, hey, let us drop it. Let us know. Go on our Discord and drop and let me know so I can just share it with them, because I would love to see what the console scene has to offer. He did okay, but it was his first tournament with us. Got a little overwhelmed. It'll happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, happens to everybody, bro.
You should have saw us with Halloween Havoc.
We ain't do nothing bad. I'm telling you. I swear, Lux always hold himself. I appreciate that, but believe me, bro, when Lux thinks something went bad, everybody thought this shit was amazing. But he's like, fuck. This, I fucked up here. Ain't nobody noticed. PSA group is lit. I brought all my bros onto Gundam Evo. Hey, listen, I appreciate. Hey, that's the thing, man. Show love, no toxicity, no bullshit, no drama. I stay away from certain servers because of that. My server is your server. That's pretty much what it is. Like our breakout esports server has been home to anybody who wants to take Gun Evo seriously. Zero toxicity, zero nothing. And you want to learn from the actual like pro veteran players. If you want to find them, the majority of them are all in on the breakout server. And if they're not in our server, they're in their own private little servers. But at the end, we always get together in the same place. And we don't believe in throwing and like in dropping games. Don't. If anybody tells you to not waste your time and to just like throw a game, they don't like you. They're not your friend.
Yeah, and I was actually going to say this. Yeah, and also, for example, if you're not in qualification for playoffs, like near the end of the group stage, don't back out the tournament. finish your games. If anything, take that opportunity to think to yourself and say, "Hey, I'm gonna ruin this tournament for these other teams that might qualify.
yeah.
I'm not gonna give them the chance to qualify for the playoffs. So we're just gonna go in there and beat them so they don't qualify. You feel? So like, think about it like that.
No, people just kick ass and take names. Who knows when the next time you'll be able to? Who knows when the next time you'll be able to get a shot at like one of the more veteran teams, or any team in particular in that environment. You might find them on the rank ladder. You might play them in a scrim, but it's not the same thing. I'd rather know that I beat you in the right scenario. Because if I beat you in a scrim, they don't give a fuck. They're just gonna tell you that they weren't taking you serious. Oh, this is a scrim. It doesn't matter. Beat them in this
Just for
environment.
practice, baby. Yeah, beat them in comp.
Yeah, beat them in comp, bro. Beat them where it matters. I guarantee you beat Omni one day, and you guys are talking to you. Listen, you get that shit tatted on you'll get that shit tatted on your arm.
A iconic moment. Last second versus Mafty, event number 3, the Breakout Series.
Hell yeah, that reverse sweep was fucking insane. That was totally insane, and those are the things that go down in history. Oh, and by the way, keep on the lookout. We've the YouTube channel will be releasing more and more content. There's some videos on the radar right now. You guys already saw the top Pale Rider plays. You saw some of the previous content we had. There are more videos coming out. I'm just gonna say there's I think one or 2 or 3 units, or 2 units and a class based video that being worked on, right? Yeah. So hey, we're gonna be here for you guys. If you're here for us, we're here for you.
We also have another Vault video coming out too.
Oh yeah. I'm not. Oh, you know I'm excited for that, but damn it, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. I'm gonna be super sad to do this one. Honestly, I am. Damn it, man! I didn't want this thing to end like this, bro. This fucking sucks, man. But who knows? This might end right now, and who knows that the whatever game that what we're thinking about is for our catalog. We're thinking about adding a fighting game into the mix. One fighting game.
We don't have a socials command. Is it just YouTube?
No, I believe that. I think I disabled everything because people were coming in. Somebody was coming in spamming and causing an issue there. But I'll get you right now. But let me see. We're probably hopping into XDefine for a while. You're lying, bro. You're lying. You're going to XDefine after all this shit that Ender said, bro. I was there for the XDefine moment, bro. Oh my God! Please tell Anders I'm such a fan, bro. I'm a huge fan of his content, bro. Holy shit, he went in on XDefine. Oh man, I swear, if anybody from Ubisoft was there, I think this is why that they're doing the whole. If you're not using your accounts, we're gonna delete your shit. I think they did it because of Enders. Let's see, what's it called again? Fuck. Damn, what was the bot called again? Lux.
Nightbot, maybe.
Nightbot. Grand Blue, bro. You gotta tell me you're probably hanging out a lot with You're probably hanging out a lot with Chef, because that's all Chef talks about. Grand Blue Rising was a big one, lady. I don't know. I'm thinking, like, I don't know. I still got a lot of time left with Bandai Namco Esports. I thought about Tekken 8. I even thought about Street Fighter 6. I'm more of a Tekken guy. I can say that. But I know how good
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Nep, you gotta try out Armored Core 6 at least before you try out XDefine when it comes out.
And plus, it's a Ubisoft, because don't call it Ubisoft, Ubisoft game, and I definitely don't trust Ubisoft. Oh my God, Vento Libre. Oh my God, we're getting some old faces in here. Don't you try to sass me. And yes, I know it is. I wasn't that kind that dropped. You know why that thing dropped? Oh, the server situation for it? Yeah, I just can't see that, man. Samurai Showdown? Oh, you know what? I think I just saw something about Samurai Showdown lately. But still, I'm more of a Tekken guy, man. And I've been playing a lot lately. Getting me. Matter of fact, actually, I was able to get some of my people in my personal community. I was able to get them invitations for the closed network test this weekend. So we're actually going to be going crazy at Tekken 8 this weekend. I'm super excited for this one. Where is it? It's here. Make sure we get Nightbot here enabled.
But yeah, as Craze gets Nightbot settled, remember, you guys can go ahead and hop on our socials down below in the panel section of the stream. We have all our socials linked there. Our YouTube. We have a link to. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure. Yeah. Does the Breakout Series link to our Discord? No, it doesn't. It links to the tournament there. Yeah, our YouTube's down there. Our Twitter, aka X, is down there. Our sponsors for the tournament is down there as well. So yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and see more of our Gundam Evolution content and more content in general as we expand into the broader horizon of more titles like Armored Core 6 and even more in the future, go ahead and drop a follow and subscribe to those socials to keep up with all our content. Twitter link is incorrect. I just realized we rebranded twice. We didn't update the panels. I can get you the Twitter link now.
That's what they're doing right now. The socials is updated. You can check it out.
Yeah, this is the link to our Twitter, and I think our YouTube's also incorrect. No, our YouTube's correct.
Yeah, it's all good now.
Yeah. That is the link to our Twitter. Go ahead and follow us for more updates on more Breakout Series esports, or just Breakout esports, right?
Yeah.
I'm so used to saying Breakout Series.
It's still the Breakout Series. We're still Breakout Series. It's just that we're trying to go a little bit more than just calling it, because the series I feel like is more of a tournament kind of thing. But we're gonna be more encompassing, more open to the different titles here and there. Shit. If freaking Multiverses comes out and a good say, I'll be happy to bring that one into. Bring it in for Gundam. No, so originally GNL was only for Gundam.
Yeah, so the Gundam Evolution New Type League was the original name for the league we were gonna run for our tournament series. The Breakout Series is more like all encompassing about like every title that we plan to take on.
I'll get this all squared off in here, but yeah, man, it's going to be a crazy end of the year for us. All right. Yeah, Nightbot's acting up a little right now. I don't even do anything, but yeah, it'll come up. EX Versus only on PlayStation. Oh, I would love it. I would love to bring in EX Versus. I know my guy Seiji would love for me to do this. Seiji's part of the team that I work with. It's literally it's an amazing game. It's an amazing arena fighter, but it's just so limited right now. We don't even know when the next title's gonna come out. We still have that one title. But it's only PlayStation though. That's the only problem. Yeah, sorry about the Nightbot. I don't know what's up with Nightbot now. It's just not working at all. It's just not even wanting to do anything now. But we'll
do you want me to drop one of the Discord links, or
yeah, drop our Discord link just on the one that we got right now. Oh wait, Lux, I tagged you in that PvP thing.
Oh yeah, I got that.
Yeah, show these guys what they got going on there. But that look, you know what it is though? I don't think that's the PvP voice. I think that's the arena mission that we have. Holy shit, Carl motherfucking Sagan. Carl motherfucking Sagan. My first event ever, and the most memorable thing from that event was the Zaku 2 melee spin to win from Carl motherfucking Sagan.
No, it's funny. We were about to make an emote for that too. That's the funny part.
Yeah, we were. We were working on that shit. We were like, we're gonna make a spin to win and reference. We were actually gonna name it Carl Sagan something on the bottom.
I was just gonna call it spin to win. To be honest, I don't know about you.
Yeah, but nah, man, I'm telling you, it's watching Carl pull off those crazy fucking like moments. Oh man, you know what? I'm getting emotion. I really did love what the scene brought. Regardless of some animals within the scene, I if people really knew the behind the scenes stuff, they would think twice about saying what they said about me. But there were some people that actually didn't get kicked out because of me. Actually, only one person. Actually, I'm gonna say that, and it wasn't even because of me, man. That's the crazy shit about it. And I'm telling you, I was giving that person another shot because I felt so bad that they wouldn't be able to play in the showdown. And in the end, it wasn't even me, man. They got themselves kicked out of it, man. That was a dumbass move.
Without Cyber Rank 10 here.
I do appreciate you got. Damn, you won't be able to be there? Fuck, that would be fucking awesome to have you there, man. We're gonna do for like the image. We're gonna before whatever team would have had you on it. Their logo is gonna be a Carl Sagan picture. Carl, where are you where are you taking your talents to after Gundam?
I saw him on this one FPS game. I don't remember what it's called. I think he was on that, and he's also on BattleBit for a little bit. I think.
Bro, it's damn man. I get the.
Oh no, that's Tism. I lied. That was Tism. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, Tism was on BattleBit before that shit was even popular. But it's just I just can't look at that shit, bro. Like on the stage, I can't see BattleBit. I probably won't be competing for a while. No, but a game in general. Like, where would you what game were you planning on playing after Gun Evo? Unless it's something you're really playing right now. Like, is Armored Core gonna be something that you're probably looking into? Are you waiting for like a game like X Defiant? And mind you, I got nothing against X Defiant. I was excited to finally see X Defiant go live back when I was still in Overwatch. I forgot who is it. What's his name again? He's this content creator that damn. He's part of the X Defiant team. When we at the very beginning when it was still in the early development phase, focusing on live stuff. Well, you know what? That's what matters. Fuck that shit. Work on yourself. Everything else is gonna fall into place. Nah, bro, don't worry about it. Well, you'll come back one of these days. You'll 360 no scope some motherfucker out of nowhere. Like, who the fuck did that? Comes out Carl Sagan looking like Chuck Norris. Yeah, we're looking at the next Defiant. It seemed interesting. It seems interesting, but I don't know. There's something about it. It just doesn't click yet. Something about it just doesn't really catch me. I don't know if it's like feels a little bit clunky, but hopefully, who knows? Maybe we'll look into that. I already have a Ubisoft partnership.
Hades is probably going to guarantee it.
Arrow pushing forward, just beaming Victus here, swinging on in with his Hades activated, but Hades has
running the Pale Rider highlights.
Just so many, yes, that is exactly what you want to get out of that G maneuver.
This is one of the most recent videos that we released. Top Pale Rider plays of pretty much the whole existence of this game.
Not quite a lot.
And this is excluding the preseason. Well, this video specifically. The other ones might be using the preseason clips.
Up those points, very beautiful contest.
Because honestly, we had preseason. I know Tism would have had at least one clip in this, which he does, but he might have had another one.
Beautiful thing about that though is there's more than enough time for them to do that again. We got coming out.
Somebody asked me, Craze, you got to bring out a Voyage series? I'm like, oh man, that's just gonna be like one
every
person.
Single time Taurus shows up, and this is so far. It's what's happening.
When you can see now, last second, really turning the screws on the defense here. Effect will not get rezzed up as the Hades.
Yeah, Carl Sagan, thank you for being our turn. It was fun watching you, man.
Right,
Hell
then
yeah.
again. A little bit of a retreat on the side of the offense.
don't want to overcommit onto that one. You don't want to get too antsy.
Invictus has made he's been present in a lot of the videos. I'll give it to him.
But Invictus unlocks theirs. Hades takes down the
throwback skill issue. What is Invictus is going to skill issue?
Exactly where the attack is coming from. Finds the angles, finds the damage. And
bro, this skill issue was nasty.
The kills.
I think this is one of the nastiest skill issue rosters that existed.
Still getting the damage on in and making sure that Burnsiders know who the boss of this map
is.
This
is before we went into into roster mania.
Yeah.
Got it. Tries to find an opening. Nox does a quick little step away, but Red Protocol pushing forward.
Ooh.
He has the punch.
Yo, Amano came into the scene, bro.
They were gonna kill, but immediately traded back. The rest of the team.
Oh my god, the silent killer, bro. This guy, I've never heard of
this. This is Amano's first tournament too.
Yeah.
Commit even further into this fight. IQ looks like they're in a position to take A once it unlocks.
Oh, that Amano Hades is probably going to guarantee it. We've seen the Amano Hades take out
bro,
so many players. This is not going to be an exception. 4 members down. What? Just Amano alone.
There is a punch at the ready for Mr. Big.
Fun fact, when I spoke to the devs one time, they were huge fans of the map. He did nothing wrong.
Mr. Biglar's gonna get taken out. Arrow following up with the Hades to try and answer back, and the damage coming in. Saris goes down. Arrow
Thompson missed ult by Arrow.
In the head, taking the high ground, and they're able to actually make it onto the site.
We should do a tourney highlight video.
Hey, we are doing one.
This is also a tough one. You're so out in the open if you're trying
Who
to
has the best
here.
butterfly
Nice,
moment?
the Hades gonna take down Fuerte, gonna take down Bone Skill, the Bone Kill. There are just so many. Yes, that is exactly what you want to get out of that G maneuver.
Oh, people credit to Nico, man. Neil now was one of the first people that I got. No, not one of the first people. Carl Sagan was one of the first people I got a report saying that he was hacking the game. Neo just recently for Best of the West was accused of being
nobody rotates back up top,
well, he was
and then get the defuse. It's just so difficult. And right now, we're seeing Portland Burnsiders have a tough time with it.
It was funny because Tism had the snappiest aim, but no one said he was hacking. Especially in the OG Breakout Series. It was funny, it's like, bro, like, he's the most sus one, and y'all choose, like, Carl Sagan and Neo?
Here comes Jay Slay, dropping down with the Sazabi. Heavy damage. Shield at the ready to not get taken out. It's going to be the Pale Rider as well, getting 3 kills in the kill feed to clear the area, to defend the area.
Dude, look at it.
That's actually incredible. They managed to get that
No, the funny
off.
thing is, at the
That was
start
kind
of
of a
the clip,
sneaky
he
little
actually got,
option.
like,
We're seeing the
he actually
Hades
got
right now
2
get
before,
up
like, he saw,
on
like,
Invictus.
like,
Probably not going to use it quite yet. There are 3 suits down.
So I think he got like 6 kills in that clip right there.
And so Taurus grouping themselves together. Sazabi's axe is out. And sometimes you'll see that follow up. Very interesting. I forgot who said it.
The old
someone was like, "Yeah, Sazabi's never followed."
Before they actually made his delivery.
Definitely competitive.
But yeah, you know, with that being said, let's see. Man,
bro, JJ was so tired.
Forcing themselves into that other choke point.
Yo, this is what we have a cast
one
from
more.
like Asia.
Yes, sir.
Yo, he was holding on for dear life.
Bro, Grand Finals, he was changing, like, he was changing his, like, appearance, like, Grand Finals, just so he had something to do during the off-time downtime.
With the Screaming Nimbus now waiting for the health
pack. Put on a suit, switched to a Spider-Man costume, got the glasses.
But Invictus here, swinging on in with his Hades activated, dealing a lot of damage, doing a lot of work for skill issue.
No, bro, skill issue with Invictus back in the day was crazy.
Oh, it's so close! No way to stop
it.
Just
chaotic.
Barely. That was down to literally the last second possible. Jeez.
Come on.
Oh man, the fucking feels.
But yeah, so like just to close out here, we're just gonna go ahead and just make sure you go ahead and drop a go ahead and subscribe to YouTube. We have way more content here. If I can find it, thank you. Come on, Lux, you're actually throwing. Okay, there we go. But yeah, so yeah, we have a lot more content down here. I can't really scroll down, but yeah, I can't scroll down. But yeah, we have all our content here on this YouTube channel. Go ahead and drop subscribe, drop a follow, and enjoy the content. There's plenty. It's endless, honestly, hours if you want to put all your time into watching our content. It's very entertaining stuff. gotten a lot of good reviews by a lot of the players in our tournament series. So yeah, let's go ahead and pass this on to Craze.
Yeah, honestly, man, right now we're gonna do our very best to try to get our YouTube channel to have a vault of sorts or an archive of everything Gundam Evolution. Because who knows, in the future we ever get this game again, we at least will have a piece of history for this game. Because honestly, again, personal bias apparently, but I haven't seen a game like this that played this way. That people actually, skilled individuals actually wanted to play more, regardless of like the bullshit that we were going through server wise, things out of their control. But mechanically, I felt like this game really challenged a lot of people. So it was a game that was easy to pick up, but hard to master. So with that said, thank you everybody out there. Every single player that's come through the GNL, the Breakout Series, the Pilot Academy. I can speak on behalf of the Pilot Academy. We all appreciate so much the participation you guys had. I know Entrezy was super proud of everybody that came through. He was super proud of how, in the end, he was striving. He worked hard to get that money for the showdown, so we can have something we can strive for. Huge shout out to Entrezy. Huge shout out to Alex, who took over for Entrezy after. He's the new B&E Sports esports manager now. But overall, I want to thank from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank everybody out there, every single player, every single team, everybody who came through and gave us the chance to entertain them on those weekends, those long weekends that we had playing this game. That it was well worth it. You guys all had fun. You guys appreciated everything we did. I ask you to don't let this game be the last thing that you guys see of us. Give us another shot. We want to be able to keep doing this in other titles. We were actually very serious when we asked you what title would you guys like to see us moving to go and move our talents to. We already have some titles that I'm kind of thinking about working on the side, but also there's some titles that Bandai themselves would love for us to bring our stuff to. Other titles have already seen what we do and they're super impressed. So, but I would love to have you guys tell us what will we love, what would you guys want to see us work on? Because our staff is raring to go, and we would love to keep everybody who already gave us a shot to entertain them to stay within our ecosystem, to keep moving forward to other things, and keep you guys entertained. So, oh my God, sorry, my daughter just likes to come in. So, again, huge shout outs to all the teams out there. Huge shout out to everybody who came by the stream today. Look at Cyber coming in late, but stylish as usual. He was probably still in his pool, taking all that chlorine into the system, eating that squash. And if you guys aren't following him on Twitter, I don't know what you guys are doing, but go check us out. Go follow us on YouTube. Go follow us on Twitter. Go follow us on Instagram or Threads, wherever. I'll make an account soon enough. But this isn't a goodbye. This is a see you later. We have the summer class coming up, and one possible event coming up right, a couple months after, depending on how it goes. But I would love to still go through it because Carl Sagan would be able to play for that event. Follow him on OnlyFans. Yeah, you should see him on OnlyFans. His squash content is A1. But looking through the content, just dodge forehead. Just saw a glimpse of Mini Craze. That's my daughter. That's my daughter. And yeah, she is identical to me. My son you see his long ass hair. I appreciate all the work you guys put into the tournament, great production quality and effort. Thank you so much, Neth. I really appreciate it. We appreciate you saying that. How do I shoot? It would have been the scene without you guys. Man, Cyber, drop the email, drop the GIF, drop the Drake. He knows what you're talking about. I keep dodging, but now my chair is broken. Follow me on OnlyFans. Subscribe to my OnlyFans for Gundam Evo private server. Oh, this is getting kind of spicy now. All right. So if there's anything you guys want to ask before we end the stream today, let us know. Or forever hold your peace. Cyber, I missed you, man. Wanted to hear your luscious voice today. Nothing? All right, people. There's your boy Lux, the magician behind every visual that we've had for these tournaments. I'm your boy Craze.
Magician, bro. And it's been Lux.
I am your host, Craze. the punching bag of the community, holding it down for you guys as much as I can. But overall, man, the Breakout Esports team has been highly, immensely blessed to be able to do what we did. So with that said, go check us out on our social media. Go join our Discord if you haven't done so already. If you're in the Discord already, keep yourselves in there. I don't really care about the numbers, but I really care about the actual person that's in there. Just stay around with us a little longer. Say what's up. Have a good time in there. But overall, thank you for joining us today for the Link Up Podcast, episode number 7, the Summer Clash. We'll see you guys next time for Summer Clash on the weekend of August 19th for the group stages. If you haven't registered yet, please go ahead and register. The registrations are open and they're limited. So highly recommend you guys get your placeholders in there. If you haven't, if you're
more spots, baby.
Hell yeah. If you guys are ready, if you guys are one of the invited teams, just go in there and drop a placeholder for it. That way we know that you guys are going to participate and know who's not going to come in so we can do our seedings. But overall, again, thank you very much for joining us today. We love you all. Catch you guys in the next one.
Later.